Good morning, guys. A good morning to all of those who tune into the realest thing in the world. Coming to you this morning from Boa Vista Brazil. Look at this scenery here, buddy. Look at this scenery here. Imagine waking up in the morning coming to this. I was here last night at the poolside, and I was thinking how much effort goes in to scenery, environment. It's important. The environment that you're in and how it makes you feel is important. Right? The environment that you're in, and as a result of the environment created around you, and how it makes you feel. That's very important. A lot of people don't know that. I think Guyanese don't know that. That's why we got a garbage city. If you look at over the years, why develop, look at this place, look at this place. Like, this is a hotel. So you might look at the space here, coconut trees, and why all the space? Why don't we just put up plenty rooms and no, because you create an environment that is worthwhile staying in, that makes you comfortable. When you're here, you need space, you need a sense of grandeur. You understand? You need to have that sense. Like all of this, was all this space about, and but it creates an environment and an atmosphere that is calming, that is comfortable, that people would want to experience, from time to time. By the way, so this morning is going to be quick. It's about half an hour because this place got European style charging setup, and I just rushed to come over here. I was going through deep South Rupununi, Lorraine. Connected, blessed in coming to the front. Good morning to all. I can't see. I don't have my glasses. I lost my reading glasses somewhere. And then I turned on the light on this thing because it's about 70% in this phone. You'll barely get about half an hour out of this, 20 minutes. But I have to come on in the morning. I have to motivate you, especially Sunday morning. And I'm coming to you from the city of Boa Vista. One of the first, it's actually the second city. When you come into Brazil from Lethem, you enter the Roraima area, and there's Bonfim, and then Boa Vista. The next major city from here is Manaus. And you might not know, but Brazil is a country of 217 million people. Right? Brazil is not a small country. It's a developed country and is our neighbor. What do you learn? What can you learn from your neighbor? What can you learn from the people close to you? Like in general, not Brazil. What can you learn from your neighbor? That's why people just go to a certain area, people of a certain class, or people who see themselves a certain way. Like if you're moving up in life, or consider yourself moving up in life, you go to a certain area to live. You ain't gonna go in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You're moving up, you act in a certain manner, you carry yourself a certain way. Now my question here, something? When you're a thinker, such as I am, when you're a thinker, recently I saw Nigel Hughes after vying for party leadership and taking up the leadership, winning that position, taking up the leadership of the EFC. I saw he worked a specific demographic. He started working a specific demographic, and this is the Ameriandian people. And I wondered why. And as much as I have been told by PPP surrogates, I would call it, government officials and so on, and I would listen of all the works that they did for the people and so on. I'm in Georgetown. I haven't come to the interior for quite some time. Seeing is believing. And I continue to say this, that I'm not doing enough to expose and highlight what is going on in this country. And it is a matter of fact. It is one of my present shortcomings, because I am one of the few people in Guyana who have the capabilities, capacity, skill set, and everything else to show Guyanese raw truth of Guyana, like I did in the past, and I have not been doing that. Now, it's not easy for me. There are challenges, there are constant challenges in my life. Fortunately, I'm good at what I do, and when I overcome challenges, the rewards are great. But nonetheless, I have shortcomings. Because being the only person that has the skill set that I have, I am not doing all I could do for my people. And it upsets me sometimes. But again, I'm willing to accept that I have shortcomings. I've had personal issues going on in my life. I continually have work challenges. Like recently, just a short while ago, while all the mayhem was going on, there was an elaborate attempt to sabotage water in the fuel tanks of my vehicle, things that damage machinery, engines, hundreds of millions of dollars I would have lost. I don't talk about these things every time, I document them, so when the time comes I could say, look at what happened. You know, people expect my life, because I talk about things every day, I would. No, but I don't. Now I'm in Georgetown. Haven't come. I've been known to go across Guyana. I've been to most of the Ameriandian, out of 200 or something Ameriandian communities across Guyana. I've been to most of them, whether this is in Region 1, Region 7, Region 8. I've been to a lot of Ameriandian communities. And Ameriandian people, for the most part, have not had a favorable hand since the beginning of politics in this country. But again, that is because of how they are spread out through sparsely populated areas. A lot known as satellite communities across Guyana. I'm in Georgetown and I'm seeing Nigel Hughes going and talking about American people and American people shitting in pit latrine and the toilets and I'm watching and I'm thinking, man, I think not right with these people. I'm hearing what the government is saying that is not true and how much they're doing, but I'm seeing what Nigel Hughes is saying too. He's taking out photographs, he shared a bag and an umbrella. I can't know what I don't know. I've went to these American communities many times. Now I'm seeing Nigel Hughes going with the AFC, and I'm thinking, this is something. Things maybe have changed in this community. Let me go myself and see. So, on Saturday, after today's Sunday, yesterday was Saturday, on Friday, after returning from the interior, you guys know on Thursday I was in the interior, Mabura. After returning from the interior on Saturday morning, on Friday morning, I booked a flight to Lethem. And Friday, I returned from Mabura on Friday morning. Good morning, my brother.
Monday morning. It's Monday morning.
What,
It's
this?
Sunday. It's Monday.
Oh shit, this is yeah, this is Monday, Raja.
Yeah.
Safe,
All
safe.
right.
So yesterday I went. Oh shit, I get it mixed up. So yesterday I went into Marudi. So Saturday I was on a flight. So I came out from Mabura, which is in the interior of Guyana, gold mining areas in the interior of Guyana. On Saturday morning, about 1 o'clock, I woke up. I did my live in the studio. You guys saw me in the studio Saturday. And I then booked a flight to Lethem. On Saturday, I was in Lethem on Saturday afternoon. Yesterday, I went to a community called Shalton and visited a mining area, the Marudi mountain mining area. Been through a lot of Ameriandian communities. Shalton, from Lethem to Shalton is a 4-hour drive. 4 hours driving through Ameriandian communities, sparsely spread across an amazing landscape. I took out photographs in there. Picturesque is an understatement. It captivates the essence of what a heaven would be like. Amazing is no term to suggest what this experience is. That experience, it's beautiful. And I drive through these desolate areas and I see happy people. Things are not perfect with them, but they're happy. I went to Shalton. Yeah, I went to Shalton and was surprised to see for the first time, I've never seen that before, fiberglass utility poles, lampposts in the community of Shalton. And I gotta go back and show you these things live. I ain't taking no picture and showing anybody. By the way, from Lethem to Shalton, Digicel, not able to do live videos, but Digicel service. Where did that come from? When was those things implemented? There is no Ameriandian community from Lethem, community-based community, that doesn't have internet access. Where and when was that implemented? I went through communities that have water, well water, that is powered by solar. Shalton has asphaltic road through the main street. Asphaltic road, Shalton. Digital signal. And I asked myself, where are the people who Nigel Hughes find to uncover these issues? Are there people in Guyana, in Borbis, in towns, in communities that use latrine toilets still? Is latrine toilets a thing of the past, or do we still use them from time to time? I asked myself, why do Nigel Hughes choose the Ameriandian people? Do he get a sense that the Ameriandian people might not know who he is? Is it a case where the Ameriandian people are very hospitable and he would capitalize on that opportunity? Or Nigel Hughes reads in and assume that the Ameriandian people are not the smartest out of the bunch here. I'm asking. I'm not suggesting that. I'm asking. Because I try to get an understanding of how we continue to see Nigel Hughes in these American communities with the American people. But he failed to recognize things that the past administration that he would have been a part of did not implement. I went to Charlton where for the first time in my life I saw fiberglass utility poles. We don't have that in the city of Georgetown. The man's a big utility pole, 60-something feet long, 2 people as I said. Made and brought from Brazil. I went to the Marudi mining area that the PNC AFC government shut down. And I went to Marudi mining area yesterday. There was a bustling operation. Hundreds of people working. Jobs created. Hundreds of people working. Everybody got motorbike. I drive through communities yesterday where 2 American men pulling wood, lumber, tying at the back of a bike and pulling wood with motorbike. I see a man fetching a big generator with a motorbike. Somebody was suggesting why they don't get a donkey car. The driver, who is a mixed man, a Degar, some man motorbike. Donkey car, blow my hair, but them think they blow my hair, but bus, government does give bus and truck to them community, and tractor and trailer. Blow my hair, but no donkey car. We drive past, I see a nicely fenced thing with a chicken pen. I didn't even know it was a chicken pen. I says, we're going in there. What is it? A market? It looked like, you know, them V-roof kind of thing, like how we markets this there. The old time market set up, like Parika market and stuff. And I said, ma, is what I got? And the man said, no, there's a chicken pen. Government build a chicken pen for them. The people eat out the chicken and then wait for the government to bring back more chicken. They put back no chicken. No, none of we imperfect. None of we imperfect. But for what the contribution is, the contribution that the first people have made to this country, they're being adequately compensated. I went to Charlton a few years ago, just the government came into power. The Rudy operation is that I went there to find out what it was about and why it wasn't working. Marudi mining. And Charlton was an abysmal place. No jobs, people down, people suffering, people crying. I went to Charlton yesterday and in Marudi. And it is a bustling place, like a city center. It's action, engines all the time, money making. Why does Nigel Hughes selectively go through the communities? And I will go through these communities. I will go through these American communities. I will highlight the shortcomings, but also what is going on. Do you know none of these American communities with all the funds they get have any accountability? No accountability whatsoever. These American communities and the main city council, same operation. PNC style management, take money, do whatever you want to do with it. Nobody cares. I have to be accountable though. I have to constantly ask and give answers for the contracts that I have been given. You have to be accountable. I ask myself continually, what is the motive? No way people are following the AFC in great numbers. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning. Doing the morning live?
Yes, my brother, live and direct.
Live and direct. I got a question for you, man. This garbage truck, them, who run brothers, if you bag off your grass, what you do yard with? If they just take it.
I think you might have to give them something extra for that. When Puran brothers
Good.
come, when Puran brothers come,
I beg them, man, and they still want it.
hold for me.
All right.
Hey, Junior.
No, call poor. Let me go critic. The critic see.
Roger that, safe. Safe. Yeah, my brother. So here now.
Yeah.
Do you pay Purans to empty your garbage?
No.
Okay, well here the government pays them. Government pays them to empty a barrel.
Oh.
You understand? Not any amount of garbage you throw to and so. But what you can do with little flexibility, ask them by his man, give them a something more and let it throw the garbage inside the field. You understand? Because Puran brothers, they got private disposal where they do it for you. You pay them for empty the garbage. But if Puran brothers is coming around in your community, government pays them. I think Georgetown, were you there?
Diamond scheme.
Well, yes. You know, tongue type communities, government is pay them, and that is really the extent is a barrel. Because if you left like let me say now let me say Guyanese, if you left anywhere, it's going to be a cordon tree, you understand? Now here, them banner got, when you got extra thing for throw away, they got a skip bin, you call it. They got a big skip bin, they got a small skip bin, $12,000. You can get a skip bin from Puran brothers, and they come and drop it for 24 hours. You load up all your garbage from the backyard and send up, and they come and carry it to it. Yes, sir. But remember, if it's here, if you got a 2-bag, 3-bag grass, you know, ram them down and push them in the rubbish, winter, man. Yes, sir. And all of that. Here was the next thing. You got grass, you chip it up, and you make mulch, but you gotta find easy way for the thing all around it. You mix it in a little dirty, and it breaks down.
And the planting.
Roger. You just gotta find ways means.
Alright, man. Thanks for your advice, Critic.
Roger, brother.
Alright.
It's not everything. Here, not everything is perfect. But like you go, we there, oh God, you want to throw the grass I throw it. And they got people that take the grass, mix them with a little dirty, mix little vegetable skin and orange peel and all that thing where you get, and create compost. And you put them nice around the plants. You understand? They got many things we can do. What are we doing? What are we willing to do? So I just received information. GGMC and Foul Pen and mismanagement. Now again, Mina beat up. Mina got issue with the Foul Pen run now. I say these same Ameriandian people were Nigel Hughes of a fine. The innocence, you understand? Like them drop from heaven, them no know nothing. These same American people, them are fuck up too. Just like how black people and Indian people are fuck up in Georgetown, American people are fuck up too. That's what me I say. That's all me I say. Now I was informed that GGMC get him the foul pen, set up the foul pen for them and so. Mismanagement. What they gonna say? Me pass, me see the foul pen. Somebody give you, what are you going to say now? So we not gonna hold them accountable? Them are the first people and they could just do what they want to do. You want a piece of the action, but you don't want to be responsible for your action. You can't work so. You understand what I'm saying? So I was informed that as GGMC do the thing for them, the Marudi miners gonna boost them up back again for make sure they get in the community. The GGMC, like they did it for the lady, the women them in the community. But they fuck it up. That's what I say. How Nigel Hughes not see that? Me pass me say, how I go on there? Right? These are things that has happened. Everything is not perfect. They're not perfect. We are not perfect. I don't understand what happened to them. So. Yeah. None of we are perfect. You understand? When you go to these American communities, they're getting LCDs money, lump sum, enough money, no accountability. No accountability. Who's dealing with that? Tabu, good morning. Kesha, good morning to you. Baljit, Bihari, Gita. I can't see shit. I killing myself trying to see where we're going at there. I don't even know where last my glasses. Yeah? Mama. They were telling you. That coffee there. For some reason, you know it's a long water curry? Eh? You know it's a long water curry? It's like if your curry was swank. Right? You didn't taste it? No, you taste it. Well, here now. Long water curry is when they try to stretch the... Is when... I see a lady walking, I see the lady outside of the pool there. That's it. I thought she going to jump overboard. Yeah. Long water curry is when you try to stretch the curry, right? Thing rough with you, you try to stretch the curry. Well, here what I'm telling you. Guyana, there's make a long water coffee. Like you search over the coffee, you got to run the water over your mouth. Right? Like it was a salipenta. So, no, find the coffee. This thing here in Brazil, because Brazil is coffee country, by the way, if you don't know, Brazil is a coffee country. Like how the States, I don't think America was a coffee country. America is a coffee country. But the real coffee, like, thing come from, they inherit. Brazil is a coffee country. This coffee, black to blood clot, and when you taste it, you want to know if it's grind coffee, damp with water. You tasting this coffee that in here, partner. You understand? This would, here I tell you, try this when a dead man to bring you back. And this is going to bring back dead. This thing might be able to be used as Viagra also. This thing will bring back nothing. No joke. When me taste the coffee there just now. And by we there, we stop at Linden 5 car and they never get some coffee. That actually will throw back some more. And them a mix, me know is what kind of coffee though. You understand? There's not long water. There's a wash down coffee. Right? Yeah. This coffee here, this is real coffee. When you come to Brazil, and anyway, all the road stops and so you stop, they got a nice little strong coffee. You understand? Right away you pour cup. You call it pour cup. Like this would wake up the dead. You imagine drink coffee and get a boner? Walking around with that? So I'm telling you, everything is not perfect. And when you go to the community of Ashalton, there are things that the people have not gotten. Oh Jesus Christ, like we did down to 5%, we get even more dark. I may not even see myself now. Me get darker than the coffee here right now. So when you go to the community of Ashalton, let me wrap it up quick for you. And I'm looking at how AFC, and I'm going to be on this road constantly, and I'm going to highlight even the issues the people have. If there's shortcomings with the government, let me show it up. Let the people get things. But let me also accept where we are in this country and our shortcomings. Nobody's perfect. But when he going and make it out like American people are sidelined. Now if I go to a Shelton, there are things that people would want. Everybody would want more. Who doesn't want more? But what are the residents of a Shelton doing when they were given a foul pen? Bill. The man never give me nothing, partner. The man never bill nothing and give me. Me been a house in the attic and give me a house lot. You hear what I telling you? When you hear an American man, I got a land here and he get a land from the community. So I ask you how much he pay. Me just get 2 house lot, one for my mother and one for me. You want to hear how much $1 million for one? When I go back to town, I got to find money for pay. You understand? Or if you have that opportunity, use the force, people. Nonetheless, you not build road, you not do nothing. You expect the last set of people for build road for you, make everything for you. And take your blame to, that can't work. That can't work. Nigel Hughes, I got stir up people and all them community, American community stir up people. There's a lot going on. And there's more going on for the American people in this country than is not going on for them. When pitlaction is the extent of what Nigel Hughes is going to find to talk about in the interior locations and so on, you know, he making sense. And I went to these communities because I'm saying he can't be so liar. He can't be so wicked and vindictive. It is true. He is. I went all the way from Lethem to Marudi, through a Shelton, a lot of communities. I'm seeing the same thing. There is no community, the whole place, the driver up on the phone, so getting signal. That is recent. I've never experienced that before. Trails where you driving. I drive through a trail and then pass no other body for 3 hours, and that road leveling up. They have roads in Horse telling me people pay millions of dollars for a house lot. It's like hill and valleys. And the government pays to level roads where 2 people are pass every day in American communities. We gotta be real. And the American people themselves too have to be honest with themselves because they have shortcomings too. What is a Shelton doing about it? I just get a call, they say, oh, the miners gonna boost them again. There are people with glad for chicken pen in Georgetown. Enough Indian people, enough black people. Since we always playing race in this country, we're glad. People in Barbies were glad for chicken pen. People in Buxton were glad for chicken pen, for government to build a chicken pen for them. A Shelton, the community, they get it. What they do with it? They eat out all the chicken, they put back nothing. Let's be real. You imagine going to a Shelton and seeing asphaltic road? I drove on a brand new asphaltic road. When I look at the lamp post, 60 feet high in the air, big utility pole, it made out of fiberglass. I've never seen that before. You imagine going in Bush Bottom, Deep South Rupununi for discover that? I've never seen that before. I've been to major cities and never seen that. And they're in the interiors of Guyana. When I find out is where it carrying from solar energy to communities. Everything is not perfect in our country, but the AFC seems to use this opportunity of American people being quiet and not very vocal, because if they say yes, this people got this problem, the people saying yes, shaking their head. This time they're not talking about their personal shortcomings. We gotta be real. And I am going to go back to the American communities because I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, this man is deceiving people. This man is misleading this nation. Because you feel sorry for American people when you hear about these things happening to them. But you got to tell the whole story. You can't tell a part of the story. Talk about the shortcomings. Talk about their needs. Talk about how the communities could be developed more. But also talk about where the communities are and where they're on track. Because Georgetown is a big stinking city. We ain't get that right too. We ain't done get it right. We ain't get Georgetown right. How you could get 16 hours drive out of town in the jungle right? Have we got Georgetown right? You got New Amsterdam right? There's a lot of things we don't have right as Guyanese people. Wake up. Don't be deceived by the AFC. Keep it real all the time.